Hey there, welcome back to the Integrated Leader Podcast, where we believe leadership is not just about what you accomplish, it's about who you become in the process. This week, we're talking about emotional intelligence and personal growth, not as buzzwords, but as practical skills that can help you lead with clarity, connect with others authentically, and show up as the best version of yourself. We're starting today with something that doesn't often make it into leadership development plans: restoration and recreation. If you want to grow, you cannot grind 24/7. You need to recover, not just escape. Most of us think emotional intelligence is about navigating conflict, having tough conversations, or managing a team. And it is, but at its core, EQ starts with you, with knowing how your body responds to stress, how your energy flows throughout the week, what drains you, what restores you. If you're a high-performing person, there's a good chance you've been carrying a lot in your head. You're juggling responsibilities, relationships, and expectations. You're tracking a mental to-do list while trying to be present, and maybe even cheerful through it all. But here's the truth. You can't show up for other people if you haven't first shown up for yourself. And you can't grow emotionally if you're too depleted to reflect. This is why self-awareness isn't just a nice to have. It's burnout prevention, capacity building, and sustainable leadership. Let's talk about rest. And I don't mean binge watching Netflix with your phone 6 inches from your face while you're rotting. And we've all been there. Rotting may feel like you're checking out, but it rarely fills you back up. You come out of it kind of agitated, guilty, or foggy. On the flip side, restoration is anything that brings your energy back. It can look like a solo hike where you lose track of time, deep conversations with someone who truly gets you, journaling to untangle your thoughts, prepping meals for the week while listening to an audiobook, a playful hour with your kids or your dog. Restoration doesn't have to be quiet or still, but it does have to be intentional. Rotting numbs, restoration renews. Here's where this really connects to leadership. When you neglect recreation and restoration, your emotional intelligence plateaus. You start missing social cues. You get snappy in meetings. You scroll instead of connect. You become reactive instead of reflective. Recreation is how we come back to ourselves. It's how we reconnect with the why behind our work. And when you begin to treat your rest as a strategy, not a luxury, you'll start showing up differently. You'll be more grounded. You're less thrown off by curveballs. You're more creative in your problem solving, and perhaps you'll begin to model sustainable performance on your team. People don't need leaders who never stop working. They need leaders who know how to recover and return with clarity, compassion, and courage. So here's your challenge for the week. Schedule 1 hour of true restoration, something that moves you towards your future self, something that your body and soul has been asking for. That might mean solitude. It also might mean movement. It might mean a meaningful chat with someone who sharpens you. Ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? What does my future self need me to prepare for? And how can I step away in order to step up? You don't need to do it perfectly. You just need to start. Tomorrow, we're going to dive deeper into the EQ journey by asking, what does it mean to bring your heart to work? Here's a spoiler. It's not about crying in meetings, but it is about showing up fully. Thanks for joining me today. Until tomorrow, stay kind and curious.